preseason games?
Being on a new team, obviously, just kind of get the chemistry with the guys, get my timing down, and just kind of keep building up, getting ready for the opener. And we got a lot of divisional games to start, so I think everybody getting prepared to start off on the right foot.
How have you felt about your performances so far?
Felt pretty good. Tonight was a little tough, just scrambling and everything like that, but it's nice to get out there. Obviously, just kind of get used to the building and everything like that, and just trying to get my reps in and doing everything I can to make sure I'm ready to go for the first game.
John, what's the most important part of the preseason for you? Just tracking the puck?
I think for me, it's just kind of getting my reads down and just kind of learning little things, how the guys play like that. But yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's just kind of, like you said, tracking the puck, getting my reads down, and just kind of seeing the game. I feel like when I'm on my game, I'm just kind of reading the play and going out there playing. So just trying to do everything I can to make sure I keep getting better each day.
I think you mentioned one of the things you're looking to get out is just communicating with the defense, getting accustomed to that. Where are you with that as far as getting used to your new defenseman?
Yeah, I mean, I think since we got back from Traverse City, kind of had one group together, so just kind of get more reps with the guys rather than the split team. So that definitely helps. And like I said, just kind of getting better each day. I mean, we're growing each day and putting in the work and making sure we're ready for the opening week of the season.
How have you felt about Sandy Pellet's performance as a defenseman trying to understand?
Yeah, tonight was actually my first time really playing with him. Traverse City, I was going against him the whole time, and you could definitely tell him he's an offensive defenseman. He's leading the rush, shooting the puck. I mean, he looks solid out there tonight.
You looked a lot more comfortable out there, and does it take a while to kind of, when you come back from an injury like that, to get your feet back under you?
I don't really want to take any excuses of it. It's just, learning my time here, getting comfortable, getting to know the guys, and I think that's how you build your confidence here.
What's it been like for you, this opportunity to be around this guys in the room and this experiences and the practices of that?
It's unbelievable, like being in a pro environment, seeing all these players you looked up to in your life, and I think you try to act as professional as you can. So I think it's just trying to take it all in and learn from the best from them.
What stood out to you the most about the speed, the timing of the game here on this ice, and with these players?
I think it's just getting used to that. Like, playing out there, like you get used to it pretty quick, the speed, and obviously it's a fast-paced game. You got to keep your head up and aware of your surroundings and all that.
I saw you battling with Graves. Are you someone who, when you have a battle or two like that, it kind of helps dial you in?
Yeah, it's just try and play my game. I don't care who I'm against. I'm just going to try to play my game against them.
Does it get, I don't know if easier is the right word, but as you grow more accustomed to this speed and this pace, does the game kind of slow down in a sense for you?
No, it's it's never easy for sure. So I think, like I said, just getting used to the pace, getting learning on my journey here, and taking it all in.
Todd, what were your thoughts about tonight's game?
I wasn't really impressed with our team, to be quite honest with you. I thought we looked slow and sloppy. I don't know which caused what. So sometimes the legs move you around the rink slow, and sometimes the sloppiness cause you to be disjointed. We were both, and I thought they looked quicker and a little more determined on pucks. And at the end of the night, we got what we deserved. The 2-1 loss. There were moments, I thought early in the game we were okay, then we faded. End of the second, maybe 4 or 5 minutes left, we kind of went after them a little bit, and then obviously the end of the game after we scored, we got excited about playing again, but pretty indifferent night for us.
Is that disappointing with, maybe a couple jobs still out there available, and this late in the preseason you want to see a little bit more crispness and whatnot?
I do, yes. And if I say, is it disappointing because there's a few extra jobs out there, that's almost identifying the youth as the problem. That wasn't the case tonight. They're working, and sometimes they're tired. It's not always going to work. Some of the older players have to get their games going quickly. Almost a week from today or tomorrow, we're playing against really, really good teams. And some guys, in my opinion, after watching them tonight, some have only played a couple of games, aren't ready to play yet. So it'll be our job to have a chat with them maybe as early as tomorrow and put them on notice.
Todd, just in both of his games, what have you thought of John Gibson's play?
I thought Gibby's been fine. Like some odd plays tonight. You think of the second goal where it's kind of bouncing around and it ends up in the side of the net. But he's been pretty solid. He looks big. He looks confident. He looks excited. I'm not worried about him one bit.
Ethan Bear is already showing that he's not afraid to mix it up. Is that kind of what you're looking for from him so far in his relatively short experience?
Yeah, I guess it would be how you define mix it up. Like he's involved in the game consistently night after night. As he grows and matures, he's going to get stronger and stronger, and those battles for him are going to be not that he didn't win his battles tonight, but they'll be even more winnable because he's going to be stronger. Very smart player. So he's Mother Nature's going to help him, and he's going to work hard, and he's going to be a heck of a player.
And then John Gibson said that Axel Sandin-Pellikka is clearly an offensive-minded defenseman. Obviously saw time on the power play tonight. How have you felt of his performance on special teams so far?
Well, I thought that Axe overall tonight was certainly 1 or 2 on our blue line. As far as tonight's game went, I thought he played a pretty solid outing. He, in our end, he handled the pressure and made plays. From the red line in, he was dynamic and moved pucks around. So he was a factor. He was not, he wasn't somebody that I walked into the coach's room after the game and worried about or talked about, other than the positive side. There were some others back there that need to get better.
Mitchell had another kind of pass to find a slot to set up the goal there. What are your kind of overall impressions of his preseason?
Well, that's kind of Mitchie's game. He plays with a little bit of risk too, and he's always been that way. He's he's a visionary guy. He's got a pretty good shot that can read and react. The questions on him will be: can he defend properly? Can he, can we play even with him when he's not producing offensively? But he created a really nice play on the goal. We played him on the offside to start with a little bit tonight. I think that was awkward and hard for him. Certainly more comfortable on his own home side, if you will. But he has that vision as well.
Earlier in preseason, you had Finney on the wing. Tonight, you got to look at him at center. Where do you eventually see him? Is it still a work in progress as far as where he's eventually going to wind up?
It's still a work in progress. I can't tell you if he's going to play on our team this year or if he's going to be in Grand Rapids. I can't tell you if it's be center or wing. We have to keep experimenting. We wanted to see how he would play in the middle, and we'd hoped we'd get a real good energy game out of those three. And it's getting a little harder, a little heavier. They still contributed in positively in a number of different areas, but they're pushing.
Todd, thinking back, I remember Steve talking about he just wanted to, if he had the opportunity to upgrade his goaltending, and ultimately you guys just wanted somebody who could stop more pucks. But was there something about Gibson? You had seen him a lot in the West, like intangibles that you sort of wanted to bring in as well as a guy that could just stop the puck.
Well, for the amount of years that teams that I've been on have competed against him, that's exactly what he is. He's a competitor. There's a fiery nature to him as well. It may not always be pretty, but like one of the saves he made here tonight, just getting across and competing. So that fiery nature is something that we've seen in the past, and it can rub off on teammates as well. Keep in mind, Trent Yanni's coached him I coached him in the minors and then had him in Anaheim for 3 or 4 years, so he knows his personality well. And, every time you talk to him, like some guys will overanalyze his technique and stuff, and the word that comes out of his mouth is he's going to compete. He's going to give you everything he has every night, and I like that. I like that because it starts in the net and moves out. So, all good? Okay. Good night.